My next guest was catapulted into the limelight as a Liverpool schoolgirl when she started dating a promising young footballer called Wayne. Since then, she's built her own business empire, survived rats in the I'm a Celebrity jungle, and is well on the way to raising a Premiership team of her own. Always top of the league, please give a Late Late Show welcome to Coleen Rooney. Welcome to the Late Late Show.
Thank you for having me.
Now a Rooney. You started out as a McLaughlin. You're called Coleen, I'm assuming. Can we say welcome home, Coleen?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah? What's it? Is there an Irish connection?
So my dad's grandparents were from Mayo. So, yeah. So I've visited a few times. I've climbed Croagh Patrick a few times.
Well, hang on, not once, a few, yeah?
Twice, but people say it's good luck if you do it 3 times, is it?
Okay.
Yeah, but my dad's
I'm not holy enough to know,
yeah.
but...
But yeah, no, we've got a connection to Ireland and I love coming here.
Okay. Well, look, it's great to have you here. I know family is very, very important to you. Yeah. You have 4 boys of your own and Wayne at home. People talk about having enough for a football team. I mean, I think you've got the world's best 5-a-side team. Was that always the plan?
No, I always thought I'd have 3 kids, and then because I had them quite young, I thought, you know what, I'll have another one. But 4 is enough. I could look after loads of kids, but it's the attention. Boys want so much attention, especially from the mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having a wee look there. So the youngest one there, he's getting a bit of mama attention there. Yeah. So which one's easiest handled? Who's the one that causes the fun and the grief?
So the one next to me on the right, he's trouble. Yeah.
Does he know he's trouble?
He does know he's trouble, but I went to parents' evening last night, actually, and I was 10 minutes late because he decided to give himself a haircut before I went, and then went ballistic because it wasn't right. So I said, why didn't you just wait till I make an appointment at the barber's? And he couldn't. So he said, well, I'm not going to school tomorrow. I said, you are. So he said, well, I'm going with a hat on. So I had to tell the teacher that he might come in with a hat on, but he hasn't. He was fine.
So, like you're saying, boys need attention. All teams need a manager and an assistant manager. Who would be the boss at home, yourself or Wayne? Who's the assistant?
Yeah, I would say I was the better manager. Yeah.
Yeah. You're the manager?
Yeah.
And what type of assistant is Wayne?
Not a very good one. No, well, he's in charge today while I'm here, so and I've checked in. He's done a good job up to now.
Okay, well, that's what he's told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. The party is on with the lads. Yeah. You guys were put into the spotlight at such a young age. I mean, you started dating at 16. You had paparazzi following you to school at that age. How tough was that?
It wasn't tough at the time. To be honest with you, I think we were both young, we were both oblivious, and we had each other to fall back on. We went through it together. But now when I look back, and my son's 16, it's young. And, you know, I think the main thing for us is we've always had a really good team around us. We've got good parents that have always protected and guided us right. And, you know, I think that helped us a lot.
You started dating when you were 16. You knew each other from 12. Was it Wayne that made the running at the start?
Of course it was,
Of course it was.
He used to stand... I went to the all-girls school, Catholic girls' school. He went to the all-boys Catholic school. And he used to come and stand outside school waiting for us to come out, and he always used to whistle, give us a date. In the summer, we used to wear pale lemon shirts, so they all used to get water guns and squirters, so our shirts went see-through.
A different time, Coleen, a different time. Yeah.
But yeah, no, he done the run, running after me, but I made him wait for a few years.
Okay, and I believe he also enlisted the help of the brothers, your brothers.
Yeah, he did say to them, I'll get you a pair of football boots if you get me a date with your Coleen. But yeah, I waited till I'd done my GCSEs, and then I went on a date, and then it's like, here I am now.
Yeah. And that whole relationship, your whole life has kind of lived in the public eye. You know, you started going out with a footballer when the term WAG was invented. Yeah. There was yourself, there was Victoria Beckham, there was Cheryl Cole. Was that any fun, or was that just a pain?
No, we have fun together. I think the WAG label, to me, it annoyed me a bit because it put us all into one category and we were all our own individual people. So I think the people's perception of a WAG was, you were the lady of leisure, you drink champagne, you go and shopping all the time. But it wasn't, we have families, we've got kids, we do school runs and stuff that everyone else does, as well as being lucky to have nice times as well, but it wasn't all the time.
But when you were hanging out, you had a bit of crack?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I mean, we can tell that from that picture there. That's you having a little bit of crack, Cheryl having a bit of crack, and Victoria. Yeah, well, I mean, some of you were having crack there.
She has got a really good sense of
humour. She does, to be fair. She's got a very dry sense of humour, yeah. She's good crack. She actually is. She actually is. I know. One of the things that you've spoken about quite a lot is the Waggatha Christie case whenever Rebecca Vardy was found out to be leaking stories about you. I know you've spoken a lot about it. Were you surprised about what a big deal that became? Because everybody was obsessed with that.
I just didn't think it would blow up like it did. I wanted to put a stop to something. So I thought, right, I'm just going to say it and hopefully that's it done.
So you thought that was going to be the end of it?
Yeah. However, years later, I was standing up in court, which wasn't a nice experience to go through. I suffered, the whole way through that, silently in a way, where I just didn't want to go and stand up in a court for everyone else to... You
knew you were right, but the stress of having to go through it is the thing, isn't it?
It was so stressful. It put stress on me. I felt like I wasn't, my personality wasn't the same. I wasn't focused on being a mum and giving everything. So, yeah, I was glad, when that when the court date ended, I was just glad that that was over. And then the verdict come. Obviously, it went my way, which I was so pleased about. And, I've moved on from it now.
And you're pleased to have it in the rearview mirror?
Yeah.
You are currently over here. You have a new collection with Primark, which is known here, of course, as Pennies.
Yeah.
You have a smile on your face about this. What is it about this part of your career that you're enjoying so much?
I always think things come back in, round in life. And I always remember visiting Ireland when I was 12. And it was in the summer holidays, we came for a trip. And I used to always buy my friends a little something. Remember when you were younger, it used to be a key ring or a bookmark or a pencil. And I went into Pennies with my mum. It was my first experience of Pennies. And they had slippers on sale for £2. I couldn't believe that. These slippers were £2. So all my friends got a pair of slippers from Pennies. And I remember going to the till with the basket and they said the overall price. And I was like, wow, you get all that for that amount.
Because Primark hadn't opened in the UK at that stage, yeah.
So then it opened in Manchester. I remember going there. And then obviously now it's everywhere. But, when I got approached to do a collection, I jumped at the chance because I just feel like the target audience is my people. It's people, you're relatable, you get good quality for great prices, and I've loved working with the team, and the collection has gone down so well.
It is flying off the shelves. Yeah. It really is. You have a big birthday coming up.
I do.
Are we allowed to say what that is?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah? So you're 40 in a few weeks' time?
Yeah.
Is there going to be a big party, a small party? Are you going to try to forget about it? What's the plan?
No, it's in the Easter holidays, so my birthday's on Good Friday, and I was debating because the kids are off school and what do we do? Do we go away? But I've decided to do a number of little things with different groups of people. So I've got a few friends things, a few family things. So yeah, I'm spreading it out. It's going to last all year now.
Okay, that's what you think. What actually is happening is that Wayne and the boys are actually home right now plotting what they're going to surprise you with. So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Coleen's range of clothes are now available in all Penny stores nationwide. But the good news is that you are going to stay with us. Coleen Rooney, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.